I'd like to continue speaking about what we talked about last week and how our mindfulness practice, our seated meditation, can help us move through this world and respond, not react. For those of you who have been practicing meditation, mindfulness, you begin to notice your mind becoming distracted, your body feeling irritable, your breath becoming short, your knees hurting, your hips hurting. But those are all just circumstances. And as you look at them, you have a choice. You have a choice to acknowledge it, to recognize it, and to let it go. Or you have a choice to cling on it, like a dog clinging to a bone or a toy that you're playing with. And that dog will want to wrestle as long as you pull back. It'll pull, and you pull, and it pulls. It's a very similar principle. The more you allow yourself to be taken away, to be drug off here and there endlessly by all these little external distractions, the longer time you spend outside of mindfulness. You get caught up in delusion. You're not here in the present moment. You're not alive. Of course, that pain exists. Are you going to dwell on it? Those thoughts in the mind that are going around and around, distracting you, the should've, the would've, the could've. How is that helping you in this present moment? Is it leading you towards enlightenment or towards frustration, anxiety, judgment? Thich Nhat Hanh says, the miracle is to walk on this earth. All of us are so blessed. We've done something in the past karmically to allow us to be here now. But we're not. We're not here now if we're constantly being drugged around, constantly being distracted, we're constantly being pulled. Stop trying to fix the outside world. Fix this inside world. Return to your breath. Return to your mindfulness. Notice what's going on. When we first come to this practice, we may notice how active our mind is and get frustrated and say we can't do it. But then as we do it a little longer, we'll see those spaces between the thoughts. We'll feel something different. And then the tests come. And if we're not prepared, if we haven't done the practice, the test will knock us over and we'll give up. Return to the practice, return to the breath, return to this present moment. Let go of those wanderings. You can ask yourself, is this me or is this a feeling? Am I responding to the outside world or am I reacting? If I am sick, do I have to take the medication or does the world have to take it? Thich Nhat Hanh tells a beautiful story. Well, there's a beautiful message to the story. It's somewhat tragic. A man gets shot by a poison arrow. If he spends time trying to figure out who shot it, what type of poison it is, why they shot it at him, tracking him down, he will die from that poison arrow. But if he takes care of the task at hand, removes the arrow carefully, administers whatever care needs to be administered, his chance of survival is great. Someone commented last week that these teachings are very simple, and they are. It's a very simple, yet profound, yet complicated practice because this human mind wants it to be more difficult than it is, wants it to be harder. Can't be that easy. And then throw in judgment, like and dislike, yes and no. Now we've got even more obstacles to juggle. All we need to do is keep practicing, keep returning, keep polishing the tile, learn to respond, not react. I've said it before, I don't have to have an opinion on that. I don't have to engage in conversation. Listening to people have conversations and noticing my knee-jerk reaction of wanting to give my 2 cents or disagreeing or agreeing, that's when I can see where I am in my practice. The thoughts, the judgments, the things, they don't necessarily go away, but we don't react to them. We don't give them energy. Are you going to feed the bad wolf or the good wolf? So please continue your practice, continue to work on self. The more we let go of this small self, the more we can become in contact with the bigger self. Quick story. So I ride my bicycle and I wear a helmet. And I went to Costco the other day and I often keep my helmet on, but I unbuckle it. And I'm walking around a very busy Costco pushing my cart. And I turned a corner. The aisle was kind of blocked up and a husband and wife were coming right for me. And I stopped and backed up and said, sorry. And the guy said, well, at least you have your helmet on. And I kind of cracked a smile, but didn't say anything. I said, yeah, you're right. But I noticed myself, is he judging me? I noticed myself start to go down that self-conscious road, wanting to judge him for being on the wrong side. I just let it go. Later in the store, as I'm approaching the checkout counter, there's this big display, and a guy with his cart made a left turn and almost hit me. And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "It's okay. I have my helmet on." And we both laughed. So what's the story here? I had a choice. I had a choice to become self-conscious. I had a choice to judge the other people, or to let go, find humor and amusement, find beauty in this life, to understand that those near accidents, those near collisions are going to happen. I can't control that. Even if I obey driving on the right side of the road or the left side of the road, something is going to happen that's out of my control. But what's in my control is how I react or respond. Be the change you want to see in the world. Take care of this inner self. But you have to do the work. You can't have a garden and not water. You have to water. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. See you next week.